And welcome everybody. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome my good friend and fellow co-host to the booth. Davo, have you got your comms on?
I do, J-Man. Thanks very much. And thanks for joining us tonight for the final round
Round
of the
10, mate.
round 10 of the Asrnz GT4 Challenge series brought to you by Superior Joint Sealing. We are at Barcelona, Catalunya.
Yeah,
So
sun is shining in Catalunya.
it's a beautiful day here today as the boys are just sitting in the driver brief room.
Yep. Current points leader John McDonald will be currently undertaking that driver briefing, and man, what a crazy year. Welcome to the viewers, to the listeners who might be joining us live tonight or viewing with delayed coverage either through Twitch or through YouTube. We appreciate all the views we get here, Davo? It's why we go and do it. I do know tonight
We do.
that we have got some of John McDonald's family watching live, so I believe his parents and his brother and some friends trying to catch this one. So hopefully this is going live to you guys, and we can put on a good show. Well, I'm sure these guys will put on a good show. We'll just try and call
They
it.
always do.
So to start the evening off, Davo, as you said, round 10. Um,
The finale.
what's the format tonight, mate? What do we got? What do we have to expect?
Well, tonight we're finishing off with a 90 minutes endurance race for the boys, with the time scaling wound up a little bit. So I think it's replicating about 6 hours of time over the 90-minute race. So I think in this week, which we haven't had before in the previous endurance rounds, is a mandatory pit stop.
Yeah,
J-Man,
tyres, mate.
you got
They
any
do
detail
have.
on that?
Yeah, so they've got to take tyres. Should they choose to take fuel, what we know is tyres are around 30 seconds. What we know is if they do want to take fuel, we do know mathematically a good portion of the cars out there can make it. We know that the Beamers can do it
Yep.
in around 120 litres. I think we know that the Aston's got about a 120 litre tank. Not sure where their burn is. I don't suspect that there'll be guys trying to run it without making a fuel stop, given that the tyres are 30 seconds and mitigate any type of fuel. So, but
Any time that was in the fuel load, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that fuel fill is mandated to 25 seconds. But like I said, 30 seconds for the tyre stop, which is mandatory. That covers that off. So a lot of it, Dave, will be about how they get in and out of the lane, how they hit the marks. We've just had an update.
Yes, it will be, as we've seen all year.
And we've heard that the pit crew, as we just about to go green on this qualified session, but we'll carry on talking as these guys are preparing to go out.
The boys roll out.
Is that the pit marshals in the box look different to these guys? So expect a few mistakes in pit stops tonight, because these guys have been practicing all year. The muscle memory, where they hit the brakes coming into the lane, as far as where they line up that man with the lollipop waiting to stop, will be different. There'll be mistakes made. I'm sure someone will capitalise, someone won't be that happy. But as these guys roll out, I do want to just touch base just quickly on this point situation before they go into this final round.
Yeah. Let's bring the points up there, J-Man.
Okay, as I mentioned, JB is your current series leader, has been for some time. He's been protecting a margin, so he's out there at 481 with Aztec in second on 452 points, Farmer in third on 420. Now I might just take stock in mentioning that, as I mentioned in previous streams, this is a double points round. This is an enduro. It is 90 minutes. It's all to play for. There's a big fight, as I mentioned off screen earlier, Davo, between Craig Stoneley all the way back to, I don't want to sell anyone short, but certainly Jake McKellar in 10th.
Definitely.
I think
all those boys very close, and like you're saying, double points. That group of cars has got a lot to play for. So what are you saying? From 6th down to about 10th or something there, or 11th maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a big one. So we'll try and cover off some of that stuff live, and we'll give. I don't know if we'll be able to quite go into points tables live. We're not quite into that advanced yet, but
no.
but certainly we'll keep you up to date with who's really racing who for a championship, as opposed to what they might be doing on track. As we see John McDonald going out late in the session for his quali laps. Now I was going to move down to the Pro-Ams, which Gunther is fighting with Bear on, and they are 288 points even. So
equal points there for the two top Pro-Am drivers, yes.
So watch that fight all
awesome.
night, guys. We'll try and bring you live updates of what's going on between those two protagonists.
Absolutely.
And
but what's more notable?
Well, Nick Davison. This is a newcomer for us. He was he's an AM. He is an amateur class driver, but I can tell you now he is 1 point clear of those guys overall. So that is an AM driver that is 1 point clear of our current
top
Pro-Am.
Top two Pro-Am boys there.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done from Nick there, and expect a bit of a change in your classing there for 2021, my friend.
Yeah, he might be going straight to the hot seat in Pro, I think. We'll certainly see how that one works out. But yeah, so look, I need to actually click some cameras here because these boys are into it. I need to give you some good visuals, guys. As we just seeing John Boy, just pick up on Jake McKellar. Who's the first one out here? 120. I'm going to say it's around about Steve Wilton. Would be probably one of the first guys I can see crossing the line.
Wilton, there was a bunch of cars, Wilton and a couple of Astrns, and then Josh Vediger, I think it was. So
yeah. So as these boys are just coming round, so that's Steve Wilton, followed by Aztec. And
that's it.
Jim's mowing Aston Martin. I think there's a little bit of sponsorship come back to Aztec at the back end of the season with such consistent results, as we see a nice little fade on the camera coming through that final chicane. Not a particular fan of this layout myself, Davo. We're coming around the back. I'd sooner see the guys on the old Formula 1 style just come flying down through that right-hander and
absolutely fantastic track back in the day, and the excuse for putting the chicane in was to...
It's a rapid time from Farmer, Davo.
It is actually, look at that.
Okay.
Nearly into the 53s there.
Wow, that's pretty epic. So obviously as we see him going a 10th up, we can see Ashley Vediger's looking quite sharp. Joshy's currently in second, Jake McKellar is provisionally in third. We've got some real big hitters coming. John McDonald.
And McKellar's actually up on his current lap time as well at the moment, so it's still one to watch. Josh Vediker just popping up in the second there.
Yep. And
again, up on his current lap time.
Yep. On a 4-4, he'll need every bit of those 4 tenths to try and knock.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So my eye is casted down on a current points leader, John McDonald, who's a second up on his Delta, which would have been his outlap. I'm a former teammate to this guy. He doesn't muck around on his outlap, so I can tell you if he's one odd second up on his outlap, this will stand to be a pretty good time if he can carry it through this final 2 corners. You just mentioned Jeffro too earlier. He's about a second and a half up on his Delta, so he is either a hell of a lot slower on his outlap or he's really in for a flyer. As we see John go to 9th with a 55.
Yeah, Jeffro, you mentioned there, another not to muck around in qualifying either.
Yep.
The boy doesn't mind throwing the car around and getting some heat into the tyres and getting going straight away.
Oh, he's a very, very quick driver as Jeffro. As we just jump up and watch Josh just rounding up. I believe that was the... Is that the Mudgy car? As he comes across the line...
he's going to get Wilton there, is he?
No,
that's McKellar.
He actually didn't quite get Wilton, and McKellar comes in there with a 53.7.
53.7. Wow. Great work for McKellar in the Chevy there.
Aaron Enright looking quick as he comes around the final corner.
Yeah, in another Chevy, and he's currently holding 4th, but he's well up on his time. This will put him up in the front row here if
he stays the same, because look how close the times are. 54.1 plays a 54.1.
Of course. Yep, there you go.
So
Very close stuff.
Mudgy in the pits. Now, did Mudgy drive in for a set of tyres, or did he escape? Because if he's escaped, she's all she wrote. Because as per the Asrnz qualification rules, if you drive back to the pits, you may change your tyre and carry on. If you don't, you're done.
Yeah.
So, one would think the way he's parked, he's driven back. Yeah, he did. Because otherwise, if you escaped, you are 45 degrees to the track. So he drove back. What can you see, Davo? I can see John McDonald is...
yeah, just tailing Jarks' blue BMW here as well, Damien Jones.
Okay.
He's making slight improvements, which could pull him another position or maybe two, depending on how he finishes this lap. So, but yeah, it looks like it's sort of settled down a little bit at the top.
It has a bit. There's not so... Probably Steve Wilton's probably the only one out there that's teetering on improving his time, and he doesn't need much to stay ahead of the game. But even if he's not looking for first, he needs to try and cement this as he runs a 54.1 on that lap. He certainly needs to try and cement this front row.
Yeah.
Another big hitter, Luke Crompton, just coming round.
He's well up on his time actually, and that could see him with a 50.
Could see him on the front row.
Yeah.
Can he hold that? He's just dropped a couple of things. I've seen him as much as 0.8 up, but it does put him on the front row provisionally by the very slightest of margin.
Very, very close. So well done from Compo there.
Farmer's up again. Now Bear Grylls needs to really pull his finger out, because I can tell you now that Gunther is inside the 10. He is currently in 10th on a 54.6. This is for the Pro-Am Championship.
That's right.
And yeah, he's a long way off where he needs to be to battle that one out.
Yeah.
Luke Crompton, Steve Wilton's up, Aaron Enright's up. Oh man, back end of the season, 21 degrees ambient, 28 degrees track. This thing is heating up at 10 to, what is it, it's 25 to 3. Saturday afternoon quali here at Catalunya. Barcelona turning on some great weather here tonight. Obviously, all our weather models this year have been modelled off of actual weather configurations around the globe. So this is what these boys could have expected should have they been here in real life.
That's right, and
today, which is effectively almost tomorrow for them.
But yeah, look at it. Looks fantastic out there today. And look, and perfect weather for temperatures and obviously for qualifying. So yeah, the boys will be reveling in it, and hence the times. You know, some really good quick stuff and very close.
Crompo looking for a pole here, mate.
So.
Crompo be right on the teetering edge. Oh, as he loses a bit there, he looks like he may have lost it all in that final corner. So he was well up. He was 2 to 3 tenths up. He may be at the mercy of Steve Wilton here.
Yeah, and Wilton.
Gunther Rowe inside 6.
Slightly on his time there too.
It's
Gunther up into 6.
It's a standout qualifying from Gunther.
Yes.
To be in 6 provisionally with a minute 20 to go and still improving.
Yeah, this is a hot qualifying session.
This is huge.
Joe, man, these guys aren't mucking around here.
A little surprised to see Craig Stoneley and John McDonald and Nick McIndoe and Aztec for that matter back in 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. I did not expect that.
Yeah, and then we've got Ashley Vedigers and Gunther Rose and the likes up in that top 10, given the quality.
Josh Vedigers in. He's called it a night as far as the quality's concerned. Jake McKellar's called it a night.
Yeah, so a few boys rolling in there now just to...
John McDonald really not making too much inroad there. He's currently sitting in the 10. And
even Wilton there, just not... He was up at the beginning of the lap.
Oh, Crompton's butchered his.
Yeah. They both showed glimpses, but look I mean, look how tight the top 5 is here, and you sort of understand why it's so hard to just extract those last.
Yep, Aztec
couple
moving
of
up to
tenths out,
7th.
So yeah, well done from Aztec. He did not look like he was in the right position there only just a minute or so ago, didn't he, J-Man?
Yep,
So
Stoneley
good to see
moving up to
Aztec.
7th. Aztec to 8th. Remembering a double point round. John Boy
Look at
back to
that.
12th. So
Nice work from Craig there, actually, to put himself in front of Aztec too. So
yep. So a lot of guys just winding these laps out. We may still have a
Gunter on
couple
another
of
one.
guys.
Gunter and Aztec both still on laps.
Yeah, Mudgy's just butchered his. Big rules. No real improvement. Got into the 55s, but man, he's a long way off Gunther.
Yeah, the car clearly not performing tonight. Bears obviously just struggled to hook that thing up.
What's Aztec got? Has he got any more? He's a 10th on the wrong side of the ledger. Can he pull it back in the final sector? Because he'll be certain that he know at this point that he's ahead of John on the grid. He's 2 rows ahead of John. Yeah, he is 2 rows ahead. Rolling start formation in these GT4s, not that easy to pick up a lot of places down into turn 1 here at Catalunya. As he comes around, he's staying with it, but he's about a second and a half. It will be interesting to see if he actually practices his pit entry here. We'll stay with him in car because he is the him and Gunther are the only cars on the track, so we'll just watch him come in here and just get a different camera angle as we watch him come in there. Pretty clean into pit lane there.
Yeah, nicely done.
A lot
actually,
of bumps.
So yeah, it's a bumpy little entry, isn't it?
It is. It is. So congratulations will go out to Jake McKellar for another pole position. This isn't his first of the year. We will grab him in a minute. This will be his second because I believe he got a standout pole at, was that Mazzano? I almost feel like it was Mazzano dominated the race.
I think it was Mazzano.
So we will just grab young Jakey, Snakey. Where are you, son? Here he is. I'll grab him down here. Jake McKellar down into the booth with the boys. Congratulations, mate.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Not your first one of the season, so you've already taken that. You've already ticked that one off. So great to see another pole out of you for the last one of the season here at Asrnz in the GT4s, mate. Well done. Look pretty comfy, actually.
Yeah, it feels good on track. So yeah, just hope it's a long race ahead. So yeah, see how it goes.
Yep. Can you tell us at all? Like, have you got a sort of a preconceived strategy? You think you're going to run short, mid, long? Or you want to give anything away to the comms boys at this point, or you want to keep it to yourself? Or
nothing special, to be honest. So just gonna probably go half and half. Keep the fuel tank half, and yeah,
nice.
Just go out standard.
Oh, awesome, mate. Well, that's a stunning job. Great to see you get a real good handle on these GT4s throughout the season. We've really enjoyed watching you. Like I said, congratulations on that pole. Go out there, mate, and take it to these boys, and all the best of luck.
Yeah, we'll do, man. Thanks.
Yeah, good luck, Jake.
Sweet, guys. Cheers.
Okay, there you go. So that is it. You have got Jake McKellar, Luke Compton on the front row, Steve Wilton, Josh Vertiger, second row, Aaron Enright, Gunther Rowe. That's one of your Pro-Am drivers there making up the third row. 7th, 8th is Craig Stoneley and Aztec. And 9th and 10th is Ashley Vertiger, Jeff Burse. Man, that is your top 10. This one is going to be a ripper. 90 minutes here at Asrnz. We better pay some bills. Give you some sponsors. Davo, you got us on that one?
I sure have. Obviously, we're going to thank GoBro Racing, Hypercube Web Design and Online Marketing, Outdoor Effects, Spark Cleaning and Taupo, Mackendo Constructions, Zero Vision Motorsport, and of course New Look Painting. Thanks, guys, for all your support throughout the series and obviously throughout the years. Yeah, so awesome. We've got about a minute to go.
We have, as we've just got the official starting board above the cars. It's just blocking our helicam a little bit, so we might, I believe we're going to go from row 3 at the start of this one anyway. So you'll be looking at around about Aaron Enright, Gunther Rowe. The cameras will be focused on off the start of this one. Obviously, we've got a full formation lap coming up.
We do.
Fair bit more cloud cover in this one, and a couple of degrees less. Admittedly, it is only 1 o'clock for the start of this race. This race is time scaled times 6. So as Davo mentioned, leading up into this race, during the qualifying and intro, that that's basically 6 hours worth of racing that we're squeezing. So we're gonna finish this one off in the early evening.
And like you mentioned, a little bit more overcast, or a little bit overcast actually now for the race compared to quali that we saw earlier. Yeah. So obviously track temperatures will change slightly. The whole dynamic of the the way the tyre works will change slightly, and the boys will have something else on their plate to think about apart from their points. But here we go. As the boys go out for their formation lap for the last round here for the Superior Joint Sealing Asrnz GT4 Challenge Series. Good field tonight.
Awesome field.
20 odd drivers. 21.
21 in the house. So we had a little bit of fall off, and what has been just an absolute strange year. I don't hard to put words.
Season,
yeah, ripper of a season. Hard to put words to this 2020 season year with COVID and just so much going on, and so awesome to for these guys to get have their piece of enjoyment on a Thursday night, and certainly put on a great show for us to spectate and commentate. So a big welcome
we love it.
Live on the stream also. As I mentioned earlier, we've got some live viewers, so Adster jumping in live. So g'day Adster, good to see you on board, mate. Hope you enjoy the show tonight that these boys will put on. I did mention JB's, some of his friends and family watching live, seeing if he can wrap this championship up tonight. Didn't qualify probably as good as he would have liked down there in 12th, but
no. But still, we did talk about this earlier a little bit pre-race, and probably just doing the whole championship thing, just trying to keep his nose clean and keep the car straight. But we will soon find out. The boys are all racers at heart, so the rule book can go out the window pretty quickly.
Oh yes.
Strategy book, so be interesting to watch what goes on. And it's been it was cracker qualifying, J-Man. So we've got a bit of a shuffle around, top 10 to what we've been used to for the most of the season.
Yep.
So
some side-by-side stuff back there with Ashley already. I don't know what's going on there. Obviously the cars don't go into dual file until they get down to the back sector, so there's a bit of willing stuff there. Maybe Jeffro really trying to get in Ashley's head early in the piece there in the other Aston. So I don't know if you picked up on that, Davo, but there was some interesting stuff as they come around the back part of the track there. So certainly some big hitters. I'm going to say a lot of those guys certainly. Nick McIndoe, I expected Nick to be up there with the other Camaro, with Aaron Enright and Jake McKellar, but he's been racing really well. As we'll just come back down to that third row again now as they go into dual file. We do have Jake McKellar and Luke Crompton on the front row, Josh and Farmer on the second row. I don't need to go to too much more detail on that. We will be looking for a green flag
very soon. Buckle up, people. This is the final round of the GT4 series at Asrnz. This is going to be good. Waiting for the green.
There it is. There it is.
Nice formation too there.
Beautiful
tonight, J-Man.
A lot of covering to the inside. Absolutely.
For the top 4 there. Even Vetiger on Enright.
Oh, Enright's going to have a look.
the V-Dub's got plenty of braking power. Is that Crompton just
Oh, what
slipping
happened
off
there?
to the right there?
In the fence early. Do you want to get a replay on that?
Yeah, it didn't look like he got any contact, but yeah, unfortunate there for Crompton, one of the top runners there.
We'll just get a read on that. We'll just see what happened
got that
there.
replay up?
Yeah, we just brought a replay up as we watch him rolling down into one. I had to go back 30 on that, viewers. So Farmer was around the outside. Held his line. Probably Crompo wasn't expecting them there. A little bit of contact there. Lap 1, turn 1 incident.
It's all it takes, J-Man.
It is.
As we get back up to the pointy end there, I think McCullough's actually
checked out.
Just that little bit of a wriggle and a bump and whatnot behind him there. He's just checked out a little bit and has gapped the second, third, fourth.
As we watch them filter out of that chicane, heading down to this big heavy brake zone down here, we'll just see if we can pan back and catch these guys coming down here. Wow, as they head down, lots of movement down there under brakes.
Yeah, big wriggles, big brakes,
massive.
Big stop down the end there.
Okay, as we just have a look up here, so
he on there?
Oh, I picked up on Aaron Enright in that battle through there, but I might actually just jump the cameras back to Ashley Vertiger, and even Nick McIndoe for that matter, because they have got the Dayglow yellow Mercedes of actually Mudgee. Was actually all over the back of them there. But this is an Enduro, as we mentioned, Davo, so you know, like I don't know how much, you know, we've seen these guys before. They're probably going to go out and settle into a groove. All probably a little bit heavy on fuel right now.
Yeah, well, you'd expect so, and I mean, being the final round, you know, sort of, some guys have got more to lose than others. You know, some guys are, you know, chasing podium positions in their classes for the end of the series, and some aren't. So, you know, these end of year, like end of season races, these finales definitely can prove to be very exciting as guys push
super hard. Right, so just scrolling up and down here, guys. So we're just sitting on the back of, we're just watching McIndoe go to work just quietly on Ashley Vertiger, just taking note that all the headlights, or the majority of the headlights are on. So it is only 25 to 2 in the Arvo, but there is a bit of heavy cloud cover there, and it's quite low cloud because it, if we look off into the horizon, it is sitting quite low and it's made it quite dark. So a bit of reflection from these lights at the moment. As we just see the two Janettas of Ken Simpson and Bear Grylls going at it, and Ryan Gulbranson's actually in the middle of that in the
yeah, everybody want to step back if they come across those two.
Wow, that was a big move from our current AM leader Nick Davison that came to nothing. I
saw Nick come whipping through there and just put himself in behind Bear there.
Jeepers creepers, man. So going back up the front, any changes there? Farmer's still got a little bit of gap over Josh Vertiger, and Aaron Enright, probably one of the closer guys at the moment in the battle. He's got plenty of horsepower down the chute.
Yeah. It looks like either Wilton's sort of just pushed up a little bit, or
Josh has dropped back.
Josh has dropped back into the clutches and right there, and
who was that?
Without over-analysing their lap times, we're not sure, but obviously visually that Enright car.
Yep.
And I mean, we see this a lot with Josh and the Porsche too. You know, like it's easy enough to range up behind him, but that thing stops on a dime.
Oh, big look down the inside.
He's having a big look. So very difficult car and driver to get past.
So I'm just going to jump on the back wing of that Porsche, because I reckon Joshy's in a little bit of trouble right now, Davo.
Yeah, it's not looking overly quick, is it? I'm just wondering whether he's just coming up to speed and getting that fuel load right. But yeah, the Chevy's definitely has him on the straight there, doesn't it?
Yep. Don't let me forget to check in with our current points leader at some point shortly too, because he is moving forward. He's moved up 2 positions since the start of this race. As we just watch Aaron Enright, there's a long way to go around the outside there, but is he looking for a switchback? Yes, he is. So we'll just go to Helicam and see if he can put enough real estate between him and Josh as they come up to the final rights.
Awkward section of the track. You know,
Yep.
he's got the nose of the Chevy poking up either side.
Oh, that was very close.
Very close there, but
Yep.
you know, like a cool head prevails, and he's just.
Oh, he might become vulnerable here to Craig Stoneley.
Who is that? Is that Stoneley? Okay.
Yeah. The consistent themes from these guys, just to really keep us on our toes, is to paint the cars different every week. So Craig Stoneley's helping us out there as well. So good on you, Stoner.
It's been a bit of a challenge throughout the season, hasn't it?
What did I see down the back with Jeff Burst and Damien Jones? I just picked up on that. It's a big, heavy braking move down into turn 1.
Has Damien got it?
Oh, I tell you
how
what.
close was that? He's still got the...
Wow.
Mate, that is tight.
We're going to go on board with Jeff Rowe because that's pretty intense.
Yeah, that's John McDonald just tucked in behind Jones's BMW there, so...
Yep.
Here we go.
This is a good little pack, this run here.
And Gunther Rowe on the... at the front of that, leading that little pack. That is an angry little bunch of bees right behind him there.
Yep. Good to see Nick McIndoe actually following John through on this chain, so he'll do pretty well to keep a target on the back of that JPS. Oh, Jarks gives Gunther a bit of a rub.
Oh, did he? I don't think he touched him.
No, we'll just have a look back there and see what we can see.
He may have actually.
No, he just tags him mid-corner. We just got a replay on that, so
there you go.
Definite contact in the middle of that turn there, Davo.
It's inevitable, isn't it?
I think it is.
When it gets this close, it's...
You know, so the C's part for John McDonald and Nick McIndoe make a couple more spots. So your current championship leader, we said we'd keep an eye on him. He is moving forward. He started P12, is currently P8. We are only 3 laps into this 90-minute enduro, so if this is a sign, this is why this guy is leading the championship. He does move forward. He does race consistently, as do many others in the series, I might add. So,
however, we have noticed that if it is raining, bet on someone else. But tonight, here, nice, beautiful, but overcast afternoon, and the BMWs are flying.
Big run here from Jarks. I think he's got this job done.
4 laps in, Jarks is having a great crack here.
Yep.
Got a little less resistance than he did with
big slide from Gunther.
Sideways from Gunther.
Can we get a replay on that?
Please do.
Can we?
He pops it off the inside ripple strip there, and the back just gets all out. Looks fantastic.
Brilliant. Hey, I just picked up before. Nick McIndoe is taking no prisoners with the John McDonald thing. He, I think, cares much, not really, maybe, about this championship battle. So he wants a part of that. Going with John, but equally looks like he wants to go past John.
Yeah, well, that's.
Okay. We've just had a live bloody thing here. The reason the Sopa's not here, the Sopa Club's here, but Sopa's not because his wheel is broken. Yeah, so that's or possibly a driver issue. That's a shame. He is dearly missed.
Yeah, maybe his wheel's broken. It's code for something else.
Yeah.
We get it. So
good to see his fan club here.
Absolutely, they're staunch. We should give them gold tickets.
We should
for next year.
Hey, just fired the cameras up the front, Davo, and that margin is down to 0.8 of a second. So Farmer is on a mission. He's keen to go with Jake, and we saw Jake when he did this last time. He got a clean break at Mazzano, went out and won the race. I don't know that these boys will give it to him as all his way this time, so Farmer's definitely going with him.
Yeah, so wish best of luck here.
What has happened to Josh? Why did Josh go back? What did we miss?
So so he's dropped 2 positions there.
Yep, apologies to Josh or any of the Josh Club. We didn't catch that. We can't catch everything, but that one I would have liked to have seen what happened there. As we've seen, Nick McIndoe is also. I'm going to go back 30 seconds, and we do get to see the pass. It is down into turn 1. It's a big, brave move under brakes from Nick McIndoe on the current points leader, John McDonald. Gets it done. Like that's a
top effort, isn't it?
It's a classy bit of move. So well done to Nick McIndoe there. Well, good on the camera crew for actually grabbing that one there, because that one could have got away on us. As we just look, that margin up the front is still 0.7. Where else, Davo? You got something you want me to look at? Oh, there's some pretty close battles. This whole Damien Jones, John McDonald. Oh my God.
I've been a little bit fixated on that, and just swapping between that and the Aztec Josh Vediger, Jeff Burst little thing going on there. But it looks like the boys have settled. A few of them have just settled into a rhythm. Obviously, just hitting their numbers, getting their marks right, and not sort of look like they're pushing too hard for position-wise. So yeah, it'd just be interesting to see how it pans out closer towards the pit stops. I think we saw the pit window open just a little earlier there.
Yeah, we did. The pit window is open.
Haven't seen anybody come in yet. No one's going for the massive undercut yet, have they?
Nah, and John Boy flashing the lights down into 1 on McIndoe.
We'd expect nothing less.
Yeah. Yep. And I think there must be a bloody window open, because I'm pretty sure the mosquitoes are now eating me alive, which is always not cool in the booth. So we just looking there. Aaron Enright, he's still going pretty bloody well as well. But this battle here, John McDonald, great to see Jarks in there.
McKellar, Steve Wilton's in first.
Oh, so we've missed something there. Can we go back 30 on that?
Oh, give it a crack.
No, it's already done. We've missed it. Okay, so I didn't quite see. Must have been a runoff down into 1, I would say.
Yeah, well, look, and he's got a bit of a gap on him, so clearly McKellar's had a bit of a mishap there and allowed Wilton past and to gap him a little bit there, so.
Yep. So we'll just give the viewers an update there. Oh, what have we got going on here? Damien Jones trying to round up John McDonald on the outside of the left-hander and the back straight. So, McIndoe getting the job done on John, but not being able to pull away. And now that has settled down, is he actually holding that group up and has allowed Damien in there, who was kind of in there anyway, but has actually allowed Gunther and Ashley Vediger's starting to turn up with Steve-O and Mudgee in tow as well.
But it's been an interesting bit of musical chairs going on there, or musical positions, because McIndoe was right at the back before with obviously JB behind him. He's come up and... he was behind JB.
Yeah.
And he's got past JB, he's gone past Jarks, now JB's past Jarks, so it's like... this could go anywhere.
Oh, I think,
it's crazy.
We're only minutes in, and this thing's just... Man, did someone want to jump up and tell these guys it's an enduro?
And that group see how that group of cars behind him's actually ranged up on him a little bit there?
Oh, 3 has become 6.
Yeah.
And could soon become 9. Or at least, 8. There could be 8 cars in this battle.
And that's what you were saying. Is McIndoe slowing them down? Look, I don't think so. I think he's slowing McDonald down.
Well, McIndoe's last time was a 56.4, so was John's, but he's with them, so was Jarks. Gunther's 56.7. And then we see the other cars, so the other cars are in the 55s.
And stuff, yeah.
So this pack is slower. This pack is in the 6-second bracket. The others are in the 5s, but once they get there, they will... Oh, McIndoe.
Again.
Just really loose coming out of that right-hander there.
Really loose. And look at the dodging and weaving behind from Jones.
McIndoe running wide.
Well wide.
He's going to give it up.
He's got to.
Oh, has he got an issue?
Surely he's trying to readdress any quarter cutting issue there too. He's slowed way off.
Something wasn't
to allow
quite
it
right
to
with that.
reset.
Yep.
He's still in touch here, but awful mistake. Some really big stops on this track.
Yep.
One up at turn 3 or 4 there, and that one again down the back section, which is let me have a look. Turn 10.
I'm just trying to pick up. So Jake McKellar hasn't, albeit he made the mistake, he's still got his eyes on Farmer.
Yeah.
Now we haven't done this for a fair while, and I'm actually going to do it. And I'm actually going to grab our mate, Farmer, as he's currently leading the race. And hopefully we don't upset him, but the guys can obviously understand at any point in time we can do this. So as we do this and he rounds through this left-hander, we'll try not to upset him too much. But Farmer, when you get a minute to chat with us, mate, we've got you in the comms box. We see you've made your way up to first position. Well done.
Yeah, Richie Rowe.
Yep. How you feeling, mate?
Shadow over turn 1 there, mate. Not sure. I didn't.
Yeah. What? Turn 1, lap 1.
I thought I left him room, but he's back in 21st. Yeah, feeling a bit guilty, mate. Actually put me off my game there first few laps.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, we're just the comms crew, mate. We're just the media, mate. And it, my opinion was it looked pretty good. So onward and upward. I don't make those decisions at the end of the day, but it looked pretty sweet to me, mate. Yeah, so hey, it was more about can you, obviously you're in a great position on this final race in this enduro here at Asrnz at Catalunya, but did Jakey make a mistake there down to 1, or what was the story?
Yeah, no, just right through the section where I am now, mate. He kicked it and he shot off.
Yep.
Shot off to the left there.
Yep.
Yeah, made a huge error through that section, and I just carried on, mate.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, mate.
Yeah, well done, Farmer. You're doing well, mate. Nicely settled in. So.
Yep.
I think we'll leave you to it, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Any idea when you think you might stop? You're going to go long, or you're going to go short, or you're going to go mid?
I want to try a little bit of an undercut.
Yep.
I think I need to tyre. You need to tyre. The tyre's good at the start, so.
Yeah.
I might be looking to go past the half hour, but not to halfway, I think.
Rightio. Oh, well, hey, look, best of luck out there. You're doing a freaking amazing job, bro, and we've loved watching you all season long as you've come out of the box and jumped into these things and grabbed it with both hands. So well done, bro, and we'll talk to you later.
Cheers, boys.
There you go. That is Steve Wilton, aka Farmer, currently leading this 90-minute enduro, Davo. As we just see some of our sponsors come up on the screen, Davo.
Oh, lovely. Yes, we'll just again thank not only Superior Joint Selling for bringing the championship to us, but also GoBro Racing, Hypercube, Web Design and Online Marketing, Outdoor Effects, Spark Cleaning and Taupo, Macado Constructions, Zero Vision Motorsport, and New Look Painting. Of course, always thanks to our technical team, and mainly the head honcho and
particular thanks.
Chief button presser Aztec. Without him, none of this would be coming to you. So yeah, big pat on the back to Aztec, and yeah, thanks very much, mate, for keeping all this running for us, because we're just a couple of monkeys with microphones. So who we got focus on there, buddy?
So the car on this, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for this satin blue paint job of Jarkus's. So Damien Jones out there, currently wedged between Nick McIndoe and John McDonald. This is for 8th, 9th and 10th. All looking relatively tidy at this point of time. A little bit of gap between them all.
Yes, no, they all look nicely settled. Obviously Damien, with a sort of fairly hefty upgrade to his kit throughout the season, has sort of had a couple of hiccups as he came up to speed with it, but and then the last few rounds has looked well dialed in. Yeah, so I'm sure he's looking forward to 2021 with some new kit under his butt, and yeah, keen to race.
Yep, cameras just moved back to the Dayglow crew and the Castrol Aston Martin of Steve Melling and the Dayglow of Mark Mudgway, Nudgy rocking that paint scheme. These guys...
Yeah, a couple of Astons there. Oh no, it's Aston in the Merc, that's right, Mudgy's in the Merc.
Oh, who was that just ran deep there? Was that Troy Wilson?
Yeah, that was one of the.
Yeah, so that was Troy in the Porsche that just ran
Yep.
deep, and he's working pretty hard to try and get on the back of this pack here. So hopefully Troy can put his head down and cut some good laps. Because I mean we've seen him just previously running in the 6.4, so 56.4. So he's got reasonable pace to be able to run with those boys. He just needs to tag on the back there and see if he can make that happen.
And at the end of the day, there's not a lot between these boys still at this stage of the race. That's you know, look, we're only a little over 20 minutes in, and yeah, not big gaps between anyone.
Yep, and got
It's looking very settled.
Got Bear Grylls there sitting in 16th, and his fellow compatriot that he's challenging for the championship is 5 points, 5 positions up the road from him. Gunther Rowe is currently in P11. I wonder if Bear, I think Bear would be aware of that.
Oh.
Can we find out? We'll find out. So we'll just let him come down onto the front straight so he's not too upset, because he has got Nick Davison with him. So as he rounds the final corner, we'll catch him at a good moment, hopefully. Bear Grylls got you in the comms. You got us loud and clear?
Yeah, bro.
Hey mate, how's things going out there? I see you're hard at work. You have moved forward. You probably didn't qualify as good as you might have liked. But hey, look, we were just wanting to know if you're aware. Talk to us obviously when you can. We don't want to upset you. So are you aware of Gunther's current position and the fact that you were level pegging for this Pro-Am Championship coming into this round?
Yeah, man, he's way up front the way.
Oh, he's five positions in front. He was further up, but he's coming back to you, so to speak. As we see Nick Davison just putting a move on you up the inside in the Aston. He's your current AM Series leader. Currently 1 point clear of you boys in the championship too, so we'll be looking for a
Yeah, I know.
an upgrade on that one next year. But
he's up for a classification upgrade.
Yeah. Hey, look, we mentioned at the start of the stream that yeah, yourself and Gunther were going at it for a title here, so we'll keep checking in. Obviously, we won't interrupt you too much, but the camera's certainly rolling and watching the both of your progress bear as this championship rounds out. So thanks for the entertainment this season, bro, and we'll talk to you a bit later on.
Yeah, cheers to you boys too, man. It's been good.
Awesome, mate.
Well done. Thanks, man.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Right, so he is well aware of what's going on. As we look back up, Jake McKellar still not letting Farmer go, and Aaron Enright, if anything, that last lap, those boys in the 55s, he was in the 54s.
Yeah.
He's going forward.
He got over. He got probably half a second in that lap, and it's actually you can see it visually on track too.
Yep.
So he's,
Yep.
that will be the back of McKellar's car will be a big carrot for him to chase there. Now he probably thinks he's in, within distance to make a push up to him. So like I said, as this sort of winds towards the compulsory pit stops,
Yeah.
you will see these boys push a little bit.
Do you think, Davo, with Farmer just in that little interview before saying he possibly looking for an undercut, if he gets too much pressure from Jake McKellar here, do you think he'll take it shortly?
Yeah, I think definitely Farmer would think on his feet, and I didn't realise McKellar just in that last lap. It looks like he's responded to the Enright's pressure.
Yep.
Although these guys have got a little bit of distance between them, but he's seen the lap time. He's responded to it, which has actually put him right up behind Wilton now. I think Farmer will think on his feet with this stuff. He won't want to get upset and tangled up in a battle. Given, some of it.
Do you think we could see him go as early as the end of this lap, or too early?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. It depends on how much he feels under threat, like from McKellar.
Yep.
We don't know, is he just still hitting his marks? Is he waiting for him to get close? The car doesn't look like he's pushing it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
So there's the pit lane, so he's going around again.
Yep. Have we seen anyone peel off?
So like I said, he doesn't look like he's pushing that car. I think he's pretty comfy in it. And again, maybe he'll just respond to McKellar's time. What was his last time just there? Yeah.
Oh.
So he's done a 54.9.
Yep.
54.8 from McKellar and a 54.8 from Enright. So these boys are definitely up the ante a little.
Yep. I tell you what, I just picked up on Jarks, and he is all over the back with a big run down into turn 1 on John McDonald.
And we've seen this earlier in the race. It's almost a carbon copy, not quite so close, but yeah, very close.
John, very good under brakes down there.
The front spoiler of Jarks' car looks like it was tucked under the diffuser of John's earlier tonight, but
it's a carbon fibre.
Jarks looks comfortable. He definitely looks comfy in that car.
Yep.
Like I said, he's come a long way in the last few rounds, and
he has.
He's definitely comfortable and willing to attack. I just see McIndoe coming out of that right-hander there.
Yep.
Turn 4 there with a bit of opposite lock, so maybe he's just suffering a little bit from tyres, a bit of flashing of the headlights from Jones.
Yeah, it hasn't hindered his progress though. He's still well in this battle, and I mean, this is a great battle, 8, 9 and 10. You know.
It is. Yeah, and that, look, and the battles go on actually even further down, but I'm just quickly picking back up on Wilton here. He's just about to finish his lap, coming down into that final chicane there. It'll just be interesting to see whether he pits.
Whether he goes in. Okay, well, we've just got the cameras rolling on him. Does he go for the title line?
And McKellar's giving him plenty of pressure, but no more than the lap before. So, again, you know, I think Farmer I would say, thinks he's got the measure on McKellar's Chevy there at this stage. So
this McIndoe Jarks, and oh man, this is going off. We've got
and so McDonald peels into the pit lane for the first pit stop of the race.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got a mandatory pit
looking for a big undercut.
Is it 30 seconds you were saying, J-Man?
It is if they take tyres. It'll be around 25 if they don't. So
it's a mandatory stop with tyres.
So it is. Sorry, it is 30 seconds.
30 second stop.
Correct. So we should see this take 30 seconds. Where does that put him? Who was that? Was that Steve-O? Big look down the inside. Who was that on? That was Stephen Melling on
Gunther Rose.
Gunther
Rose in front of him.
I'm just going to have a look at that as he looks down the inside. Gunther gets it nice and sideways as well. So Gunther is actually dropped down again into 13th. So we saw him in 11th. So Beer is currently in 17th. Gunther is in 12th, sorry, because he's just gone past, must have been John McDonald, because as we know, 30 seconds, half a minute's a long time to be sitting stationary. It's going to put him well back in the field. It's going to put him back as far as...
Oh, he stalled it. Looked like he stalled it.
It did look like he stalled it.
Yeah. So he looks like he's had to do a quick restart. Big wheel spin as he gets that thing back up to speed, but it looked very awkward on the... as it dropped off the jacks there, J-Man.
Do you think Farmer's going to cover this off? You got to remember, these guys will be on comms privately.
Of course they will. Of course they will.
I think this is
Farmer comes into the final chicane here.
Yep. I'm saying, no, he goes around again.
He goes around again.
Okay.
So as much as there may be team orders and some type of strategy, again, like I was just saying a little bit earlier there, I think Farmer will think on his feet. If he's comfy and the car's still hitting the marks and he's getting his times, I think he'll stay out a little bit longer.
So Aztec doing a great job as he does in 5th. This is our current...
5th position.
He's second in points. He's moved forward.
Quality in 8th.
Yep.
So yeah, just a steady little climb up a few positions.
Craig Stoneley in front of him in 4th position is the guy, I think, in 4th, because Farmer is in 3rd. So Aztec will be aware of Farmer's position at the moment, because obviously double points, that's not done. I'm not sure that would be 80 points playing. Ooh, I'd have to get the calculator out, but yeah, I don't know it'd be enough if Farmer was in 1st and Aztec was in 5th to do the job. Maybe some of our mathematicians out there watching could calculate that for us if they know the points scheme.
That'd be handy. Yeah, just fire it into the chat box there, guys. And obviously, thanks for watching, everyone. We got McIndoe in, J-Man.
Okay.
Just quickly.
Rightio. So McIndoe's
in the Chrome Camaro, gets a nice tidy drop off the jacks there actually too. So
he did.
It looked like he hit his marks on the way in.
So where does he
Nice
come
tidy
out in
stop,
relation to
30
John
seconds.
McDonald?
So let's have a look here.
John's going to round
Back
him
on
up.
John, he's just rounded him up. So
Okay.
now, and we didn't think John had a particularly good stop there. He didn't drop off the jacks real well, and it would have cost him maybe a couple of seconds.
But that is the undercut effect.
That's where we sort of will want to pick back up on Damien Jones when he pits.
Yep.
Because that's where the battle was.
As the front three go round again, this gap is quite consistent now. Aaron Enright's probably at about an equal gap to what McKellar is from Farmer. So, you know, when you look back down, further down to Craig Stonley, Aztec, and Josh Vertiger, Jeff Burse, those guys aren't out of this. I don't think they're out of it.
No, I don't think they are either. Just particularly Burse, to be honest.
Yep.
But also Josh, you know, who knows what the VW can pull out of the hat. And Josh, I mean, top Cosmo performer, mate, if there ever was one. And then, of course, we've got this ding-dong just behind all that with Damien Jones, Ashley Rediger, Mudgee, Gunther, Steve Melling. It's all on. Then we've got the AM and the Pro-Am stuff going on down in 14, 15, 16 with Davison, Bear Grylls, Josco, Simpson. It's all happening here. It's worthy of a finale tonight.
As Kenny's in the pits.
Kenny Simpson in the pits. McIndoe rolls out. Yeah.
He's on an outlap. It's just saying he's still on that outlap.
That's why I see that now. Yep.
So I guess to take stock of this situation where we are at now, and we've got a lot of really sharp operators here at Asrnz in relation to how they go about their racing, and you know, I'm just wondering at 3:30 p.m. as we see the track has dropped out about 2 degrees already, the ambient has stayed the same, but as we roll into the evening, I'm just wondering if the guys that made the early stop, if they've factored in the pressures for the temperatures cooling off.
Cooler weather.
Yeah. So
no,
maybe some of your late stoppers, guys like Jake McKellar, who like to run long, traditionally, to be honest, JB would run long. You know, obviously we see Farmer still out. Maybe Farmer's thinking, geez, it's getting dark, it's getting cold.
Yeah, they could have done just a complete role reversal with their team pit strategies, but that'll to be seen. So yeah, look, Kenny Simpson just leaving the pits in the Chrome Janetta after his compulsory pit stop. Nice clean stop too, mind you. Hit his marks well.
He did.
Dropped off the jacks and he was away. Not doing too bad. Kenny, I know he doesn't get a lot of practice, so yeah, well done from Kenny to be where he is in the championship even. So who we got up there now? J-Man.
Well, I'm just watching the obviously the Craig Stonley through to Jeff Burse, because Jeff Burse is starting to approach up on the back of Josh. I think as Aztec gets closer to Stonley, and if they get in that attack/defensive mode and can drop a half a second out of the times, it allows that tail gunner to just jump on there a little bit harder and join that battle. So I'm hoping that happens as Josh gets a bloody good run through the right hand. Is going to put a lot of pressure down onto Aztec. Goes for the outside, which will be pretty hard work unless he looks for a switchback. Aztec's got a higher racing IQ. He'll be awake to it.
Good social awareness too, obviously, from these boys. They race a lot together. They understand each other's styles, and just having a quick look back here at Farmer. He rolls again for another lap. So Wilton around with those boys actually bunched up nice and tightly at the moment.
Ooh, a little bit of contact there front. So that was just a bump on the rear of Aztec, just coming out of that
from Josh.
From Josh out of that chicane. So clearly COVID hasn't entirely worked for these guys. No social distancing there.
No social distancing on track at Asrnz for the
Absolutely
GT4 series. Not at all. And just those little taps on the way into the corner is just the nature of that Porsche and the way it actually dips into the corner very neatly and brakes so well. compared to the Aston, but he just seemed to have a little bit of a struggle there. I think
Yeah.
he had a bit of a lock-up,
Yep.
or a bit of a flick sideways in the middle of the chicane there, and that's just put him back a few car lengths. Pushing hard, Josh. We've seen him push hard all series, actually, in the Porsche. It's probably not the quickest car out there, and he's, like we know, multiple championship winner and has struggled to keep that thing up the pointy end.
Yeah, he's a quality driver, and it's
Yeah.
proven time and time again that if you put him in the right gear, you know, he's very, very hard to beat. So, real big challenge for Joshy this year and that. And, you know, I'm going to allude to some, you know, he's a young man out there forging a career as well, studying hard and setting his future up. So, you know, there'll be a little bit of that involved as well. You know, he's had exams and all sorts of challenges, especially being south of the border from his family, so lots of big challenges for lots of people.
And
but
in a COVID 2020 year,
yeah,
so
you know, props. You know, we realise that there's a heap of stuff going on for different guys, especially in different parts of the world, especially you know, over there in Oz. You know, he was sort of really struggling to try and keep everything in check as far as study and as we see Aztec peel off.
Giles in.
So yeah, good work to Joshy. I'm
just a perfect entry. Like we saw him practice it actually earlier in qualifying, at the end of qualifying, and just nails the entry perfectly. Looks like he's got the car down to speed well, and hit his mark perfectly.
Clean.
Very nice.
Is that Ashley in as well?
Yeah, that's Ashley. In Ashley's, given that he's been away for a few rounds this season, he's doing reasonably well in the points, but always up for a race. And
tell you what, a lot more rubber on the front splitter of that Vertigo Aston versus the Aston of Aztec. So really gives you an insight, you know, that clearly Ashley
so
was.
Is that Vertigo just roll straight through there? He had a drive through.
Did he really?
Just cleared a drive through.
Oh wow! So that'll be a track cut thing.
Oh, I expect so.
Wow!
Wouldn't have thought so.
Sorry,
here,
I didn't pick up on that.
So that's Ashley Vertigo, and an unfortunate little situation there where he's had to just roll through for a drive through.
Oh, that'll cost him dearly.
It will.
Oh, she's on at the front.
Yes, those boys had slowly been creeping together.
I'm just going to go to a helicam there and jump in the chopper, and I'm going to go and get some more nickel. Right, I'll be back in a sec.
So, roger that. So we see them just round that final chicane again. Farmer drops in. So we see Farmer come in. The two Camaros continue on. And McKellar takes the lead with Aaron Enright in tow. In the other Camaro has a big lunge down the inside at McKellar. McKellar thinks wisely to let him through. Where's that? Oh, there he comes.
I just got to go back 30 on that.
So fantastic move from Enright into T1 on McKellar.
Okay, so I've just grabbed a replay on that, Davo.
So that puts Enright in first position as Wilton has pulled into the pits.
Big draft.
We have Crane Stoneley. We also have Jeff Burst. We have Stephen Melling in the pits. So here comes the big train of cars as Enright and McKellar go for it.
They are going for it, man. That was a beautiful pass down into one. I just got back in time to get a replay on that.
Fantastic effort from Enright there. It was like watching a 250 or 125 bike race there.
Yep.
He followed and followed and followed. As soon as Steve Wilton pulled off, he grabbed the draft from McKellar's car, shot straight down the inside. Bam! First corner, he was in front of him.
Wow, look at that. We've just got a visual off the back of Aaron Enright's rear wing. And I can tell you, Dave, it is covered in rubber. I don't know how you get rubber up there, but it is covered in rubber. So hopefully the viewers can see that.
He's been following McKellar and Wilton for the last 10 laps.
What's the front of that thing like?
plenty of rubber coming off those two.
What is the front of that thing like? Give us a look at that thing.
So here we go. So they've just come to this final sector again. Do either of them pit? Yes. Aaron Enright comes in.
Very close to the line there. Gets a great entry. That'll serve him well. So
And McKellar takes back the lead.
I think
So
that's smart,
McKellar
Davo.
in. Yeah, great.
I think
great
that's smart. You go to the
strategy
lead
so
of the
far.
race, and then get
Get your in lap sorted.
yeah, take it over. So it'll be interesting to see where Steve Wilton peels out in all of this, because obviously Farmer is the first of the stoppers.
So we want to see where he comes out compared to Enright.
It has to be Enright, or
Well,
is
it's
it?
got to be Enright. That's where the battle was. So let's watch this space. We've got to watch Enright roll out of the
Pardon
pits,
me?
or at least Wilton.
Yeah,
Wilton
I've got the cam.
still
I've got the
coming around
heli
back
cam coming
section.
round on Steve.
Aaron Enright still on the jacks, J-Man.
Yep.
Still on the jacks. It's the engine's cranked. It's still on the jacks. Come on, Aaron. Let's go. Here he goes. He's off.
Well, he'll need to be hustling because Farmer is coming down the front straight.
As he hits the line, the control line, he gets accelerated.
It's not going to be enough.
There he goes.
It's going to be
not
close.
enough. There goes Wilton.
And
Great racing from these boys.
who is that in the background there?
I think it's Troy Wilson.
Is it?
Oh, that was in the pits.
No, in the back of shot. It was Ryan Gilbranson.
Yeah,
so,
it's Gil Branson with
and
a
then
very
Stoney and Aztec
messy
back from there.
very messy looking Camaro.
So John McDonald has stopped, currently P16 with a lot of guys to stop. Jake McKellar
comes into the final chicane.
I want to see what JP does here.
Extremely wide on the entry there.
Doesn't get it.
I don't think he's happy with his in lap there. He
No.
really went wide on the entry. And I think he wants to try and maybe just clean that time up a little bit and go for another lap at least. Or he's playing a big long game.
What about
Josco's
Jarks?
still in the pits.
Jarks is in.
Josco just exiting. Damien Jones enters the pits. Nice clean entry. Get it down to speed.
Oh, he's hard on the brakes.
Oh, very hard on the brakes to pull that BMW up.
Wow. So this is
That looks like J-Man.
he will be coming out, looking to come out and be in front or split the car of Aztec and Craig Stoney for P11 and P12.
That's right, yep.
Is where he will be looking, and they are currently just coming up round the back sector now. Yep, through the fast chicane. Winding up round the top as they come up to the final chicane. Now as they drop down, what have we got? Damien Jones, is
Still
he
on
off the
jacks
jacks?
for Damien? No.
Okay.
It looks like it's been a hard raced car, that.
It's seen its fair
It's
share of
always-
action, so he's not getting out in front of those boys.
No, so just drops off the jacks now and he's
So it's
off.
a long stop.
Nick Davison also in he's the leader of the AM classification at the moment.
Yep. Troy
So
Wilson
in
on
the
his way
Aston.
out.
Damien out. Wilson on the way out.
Jake McKellar, does he stop this time round? Is it a better lap? Is it worthy?
No, it's a way tidier entry into the, look, I've got a funny feeling he's coming in. Yeah, he had to do it. I think
Oh,
that
he's
last,
cut on the way across there. Oh, I'll be interested to see what that does for me. He's very, very
As
close to the line.
pulls it up on his mark. Oh, still and very deep on the entry there, trying to get the car down to speed. So McKellar, let's watch this space. So that's given Josh first. He hasn't pitted either.
No, he hasn't, and he's down it's a 1. He's still going. So Mudgee in as well. Oh, that must have been close to speeding, Mudgee. It had to have been close.
These boys are so pushing the limits down on the down to the control line.
Man.
There. It's a nice pit entry here, although a little bumpy, but the boys get a good run into it, and it's very difficult to get these cars to stop.
Bear Grylls in. So where is Gunther?
Okay, so that is... Did they just call half race there?
Yes, they did.
So, yeah, 90 minutes tonight, folks. So, yeah, we're halfway through, 45 minutes in. Take this quick moment
Jake
as we
McKellar
just watch
gets
McKellar
cleaned up by...
rolling
Yep.
out.
And who's that behind Jake McKellar?
So here we go. That's the Enright battle. This is where they were. Enright was in front. With Wilton should be in front of those two.
He is in front of them.
So there you go. That's not unexpected. Enright did get McKellar.
Yes.
Just after Wilton entered the pits. Wilton was in front of these two boys. So
He was.
It's basically, you know, just business as usual, although Aaron and McKellar there, a little bit of a change of positions. I'll just quickly thank our sponsors again and thank Superior Joint Sealing for bringing us the Asrnz GT4 Challenge Series. Also GoBro Racing, Hypercube Web Design and Online Marketing, Outdoor Effects, Spark Cleaning and Taupo, Mackendo Construction, Zero Vision Motorsport, and as always, New Look Painting. Thank you to our sponsors and thanks all the viewers watching us live tonight on Twitch. And
Yeah, thanks, team.
yeah, keep coming back in 2020, guys. We've got heaps of cool racing on at Asrnz.
2021 as well, Davo. We're going.
Oh, 2021, should I say?
We're in the 20s, mate. We're be able to put on our, what is it, steampunk or what? You know, the 20s.
Something like that.
So maybe bowler hats. I'm not sure, but as we see
I'm
that.
up for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Josh Vertiger, Gunther Rowe, and Ryan Gulbranson, currently the only guys out on track that haven't stopped.
Yes.
I'd expect to see Josh in shortly. Yeah, Bear. Where is Bear Grylls? He's back in 18.
Yeah, and they do have plenty more time before they have to stop. But
yeah,
to
well,
make it work,
the temperature is dropping. We are approaching.
Has dropped a couple more notches, hasn't it, there, J-Man?
Yeah, 24 degrees on track, 19 degrees ambient. So we're starting to see the temperature fall.
Okay, so Gil Branson in.
He is in. We see him dropping down the field, so that'll sort itself out as Bear just side steps to let Joshy go.
Roger that.
I'm
Quick break.
wondering, yeah, no problem, whether Josh is actually going to stop this one, so we'll just keep the camera on him for a minute and just see what happens here to Joshy, whether or not he decides to get this done. Remembering that he was playing out there with Craig Stoneley, Aztec and Jeff Burst somewhere, so as he goes around again, I might pick up on that battle. Mr. Craig Stoneley, Aztec, Jeff Rowe, John McDonald, Jay, Nick McIndoe and Damien Jones still going at it. Mudgee out there, a little bit lonely at the moment, a little bit of gaps. Obviously Steve-O feeling the same, few gaps there. Luke Crompton with a pretty good recovery after that turn one, lap one. Bit of contact there with Farmer. That was a real shame because Luke started out on the front row. Roy Wilson out there doing his thing. He's doing really well. Kind of like that get up on that Porsche a bit more than the previous one. It's cool. This guy here on screen, we've talked about him already. Nick Davison. Yeah, registered driver, came to us as an unknown, out there just doing awesome things. Currently P16, looking very strong to take out this Pro-Am Championship. But as I say that, with 40 minutes to go, remembering that Joshua is hasn't stopped. Oh, sorry, apologies.
No, Joshua hasn't stopped.
No, he hasn't stopped.
Yeah, or Gunther either.
Yeah, so maybe I had picked up on Gunther. Where is he on track? I'm just trying to pick up where he's going to come out in relation to Bear.
Where is he? Where is he? He's just go about halfway through the lap.
Okay, and Bear is at the end of the lap. Okay, so it's probably not going to be enough, but yeah, he's probably still going to work out maybe that 12th, 13th maybe 14th.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. It's, we just see Joshua go around for another lap as well and retain the lead.
Yep.
Currently, like you said, what have we got? About 40 minutes to go.
Farmer looking really solid, Davo. I like the looks of what I'm seeing out of Farmer tonight.
Yeah, looking very comfortable in the blue and chrome and black BMW.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys have got on their hands as far as track cuts, because that's a very real thing, as we've seen. Ashley
Already
Vediger.
tonight, yes, Ash Vediger coming in for a drive-through, and we can only assume, as we see Gunther Rowan, that his drive-through was due to track cutting. Yeah, like you just touched on, good to see Wilton very disciplined tonight. We know he's had corner cut issues. It just didn't.
Gunther has to back up.
Previous rounds, and good to see him driving a very solid race tonight. Unfortunate for Gunther there.
Yeah.
He will be so dirty
When
you overshoot your box like that. Very, very difficult to get the thing back into reverse and get it back in line. So,
Yeah. How much does it give to Bear?
Oh, you could throw away 3 or 4 seconds there, just about, couldn't you, mate? So, let's watch that space.
Yeah, got my eyes on him there as he's dropping down, as he's released now. So
I'll just get on Bear. Where's Bear?
Bear.
Okay, Bear coming down.
Yeah, it's not.
No, he's in the chicane, so he'll get Bear.
Yeah,
He'll easily get Bear.
But it's going to close up a bit.
So Bear onto the start-finish straight now. There.
Yeah. Okay.
So easily
It's
done.
the fullback straight.
So just Josh Vediger again around for another lap. Not looking like he's going to stop anytime soon. The car looks so solid. The braking into one, this thing just rides the left-hand ripple strip without a problem at all. Not a wriggle. It stops. It turns.
So who's he racing? Because if you look at it, what I can tell you is Josh just laid down a 54.8, which sounds pretty good, but Farmer did a 54.2, which sounds even better. Aaron Enright on a 54.3 sounds pretty good as well, but Jake McKellar in the 53s the last lap. The only man on track out in the 53s is Jake McKellar.
So Josh was in front of Burse.
Yep. So
originally, before the pit stops happened, so I would expect him to come in at 7th.
Okay. I'm wondering whether Jake McKellar's got these tyre pressures right for these dropping temperatures, as we just see the track drop another degree.
And you think that car's suffering for it, J-Man?
Well, Jake McKellar's is going well. He's in the 53s. So what I'm saying is, I think he's
saying Enright's car's not good.
Yeah, Enright. I don't think Enright's good, even though he was in the 54s. He was in the high 54s versus Jake McKellar's 53.7. So Jake's running in the 53s. He's the only guy doing it. With 36 minutes to go, yeah, he's got all the time in the world to round these boys up.
He does. And as flowy as this track is, there's a couple of big stops, and it's pretty well the two places you've got to make your passing here without any mistakes from in front. So,
yep.
The guys have really got to size the thing up way back in the final corner before the straightaways to get a good run as McKellar ranges up at one of these said braking areas.
Yep.
And pulls.
Look at the car.
Alex, and look at that. He's right up beside him now.
The car looks so much better. I think Aaron's struggling for tyre pressure.
And you think that's just a pit stop adjustment that has just maybe got a little array with the tyre pressures, the tyres that went on it?
Yeah. So your smart operators will go as far forward as looking, because the server's set. They can see it. They can see it there. They can make a couple of tyre pressure adjustments in the final official practice of the night. Jake may have looked at it and gone, look, it's six times the scale. We're starting at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's going to get into the evening. It's going to get cooler. I think my outgoing tyre set, when I have to take my mandatory set, I might pressure them up. He might have found that they were a bit untidy on the first 3 or 4 laps when they were probably over pressurised with that hotter track.
But then, as we know, they can come good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely. So I don't know. To me, although that last lap wasn't a great one, it was a 55.0. It was still better than the car in front of him.
In front of him, yeah.
But what it has done is
it's ding dong battle there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's let Farmer skip away though a little bit.
It has, because we saw these boys earlier. Even though there was way more between them than there was here now. We could see each of them responding to each other's lap times. You know, even though there was 10 car lengths or so between them. So, and as did Farmer. So these boys, even though they've got some room between them, they are racing each other. They are looking at their telemetry constantly, and keeping those margins at, like at arm's distance, I suppose, and, always managing it, particularly in these endurance races, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was just looking at the John McDonald, Damien Jones, Nick McInday battle. That's that.
Was that group back up, has it?
8, 9, 10th. Not really, but it's there and thereabouts. And I mean, any time it's probably threatened to bust into another full-on warfare.
Well, it wouldn't be strange to see McDonald range up on the back of Damien in the next few laps and put some pressure on him. So, and we know, John's easily leading the championship, still a racer at heart, and still want to play with that other BMW. So yeah, watch that space there. Who's that behind him? That's McIndoe. In the chrome Chevy. So
yeah, he was closer, but he just had a little bit of a run wide coming down into that heavy braking zone at the end of the back chute, so that cost him a little bit.
Okay, is that Vetigar going on there?
Oh yeah, so it's Joshua. Joshua's been in anyway, hasn't he? So Joshua's been in, and he's come out. My data's telling me he's coming 5th.
He's in 5th. Is that right?
So all those good laps meant that he jumped Aztec. He got
Oh, and Jeff. Oh no, he's in front of Jeff. So he got Aztec.
There's
Aztec just behind him there. So yeah, nice work actually from.
Might just grab him actually.
What is in reality is an underpowered Porsche there, really.
Yeah, I might just grab him because I just want to make sure that that's correct. So just jumped on board and grabbed young Joshy down into the box after he's made his official pit stop. You got us live there, Joshy?
Yep, loud and clear.
So that was a pretty successful stint there, mate, and managed to get, I guess, an overcut on Aztec. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, the car's just horrible with lots of fuel on board, so I just tried to go as long as I could on low fuel.
Yep.
And seems to work.
And so, hey, we're sitting up here wondering whether the late stop might have been a smart move too, given that maybe some of you guys read that it was going to be late in the day and the track was cooling down. Did you pressure these ones up for this last run of the afternoon?
I made a couple of adjustments, but I didn't try to predict for the temperature.
Okay, yep, but the car feels alright?
Yeah, it's just tyres need another lap of coming up to pressures, but yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, well, I think that was a great move, mate. We kind of picked you coming out between him and Jeff, so that was a nice move. A little bit of work to do to get up the road to Stoneleigh, but yeah, stellar race so far, Josh. You've been plenty of pressure on you early on in the piece with Aztec in front of you, and I think there was somebody else, maybe Jeff, was sort of ranging up behind you guys. So it's been a really busy race for you. So well done.
Cheers.
Onward and upward, and we'll check in with you later on.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, mate. There you go. So that was a legit move. Well spotted, Davo.
Yeah, nice work from Joshy. Solid performer as always. Yeah, always runs a good strategy.
Jake
knows
McKellar.
His game well. So Jake McKellar.
He's still looking at this Aaron Enright Camaro.
Back of the Enright car with a little bit of tail out there as he come through whatever corner that was.
Yeah. I tell
It
you,
was 9.
Farmer will be thinking, keep battling, boys. Can tell you now there is only one position between between Gunther Rowe and Bear Grylls, which is Troy Wilson. So
Yeah, I was sort of looking at that earlier. Bear was climbing up, wasn't he, behind him? But Gunther's dropped back a couple, hasn't he?
he has. There's a little bit in it. There's a little bit of margin in it. But,
So, because Gunther had to back up in his pit stop, didn't he?
he did. And Bear's
There
under
you
threat
go.
from Ash. He's doing a particularly good job holding off Ash at this point. So as much as he wants to go forward and catch Gunther for that position, because he's racing for a championship here. He is. He's got it going on track. So and the AM points leader only just behind them and Nick Davidson. So as we see Bear just really nice and loose coming through that fast chicane.
Yeah, no, a little bit untidy there. Oh, not even untidy, just spectacular.
Yep.
Really, he's got a really good solid handle on that Janetta tonight. So
Yeah, he's letting it move around.
yeah, and I think he's focused on the points and his championship, which is good to see. So yeah, it'd be good to see Bear maybe make another position. Just to get him up. Troy Wilson not too far ahead of those boys, so
Yeah.
if he doesn't get too much heat from Ash, he might just, claw his way up a little bit further. There is another, 30 minutes to go?
28,
so
28 odd minutes. So as we see the ambient and the track temperature just drop another degree each, so we're down to 18 and 22. So expect that to start playing a pretty big role in this race as we look at Bear covering to the inside. Ashley looking for a big run.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that Bear will let that little Janetta. Oh, he does. He doesn't.
He's giving him a bit of space.
Yep.
Janetta could easily match and some.
Wow,
on that
very,
Aston.
very tidy piece of
How
driving.
clean was that?
Yep.
Nice work from Bear and the Janetta to
Yep.
gauge the speed difference and braking difference between those two cars. As you see him again under brakes in that little, very light car.
Yep.
So yeah, nice tidy stuff there. That was a joy to watch there, J-Man.
It
Very
was
nice.
very pleasurable. Okay, so yeah, certainly a good battle there. Not going quite the way that Bear would have wanted it to, as there's now two cars between him and a championship title. So, still a little bit to play for here. It's 27 minutes to go, and anything can happen. We've already seen a drive through.
That's right.
We've already seen one drive through tonight. So,
And who's that parked on the side of the road just quickly?
whereabouts?
I don't know. I just ranged in on. I can't see it.
I can't see it either. No.
Okay, it was a car parked up against the wall. I just ranged in on
Wasn't
one of
Riot or
the
Branson?
leading cars, and it just sort of flicked past them. So anyway,
Yep.
all good. It was either Gunther. It was looked like one of the white Mercs, but
So Josh is really those tyres must be coming up as he said, and he's starting to put some heat on Craig Stoneley. Now, what does my championship papers tell me about those boys battling? Because Josh had a lot of time off this
it
year.
might have been Gunther, because Gunther looks like he's come back to Troy. And Ashley's just there, and then we got Bear. So if Bear's watching his telemetry, he will see that gap ever decreasing. As we just see it. Oh, geez, it's starting to look dark, isn't it?
It is.
It's as it just lightens up in
20
the
to
afternoon.
6.
We've got a bit of an overcast day here, and like as the afternoon winds down.
Craig Stoneley. Where's Joshy? So Joshy won't have a massive impact on that, but what it will do is Luke Crompton. Where is Luke Crompton? He's in 13th.
13th.
Okay.
After just having a bit of an incident actually in turn 1 where it sort of got caught Crompton out. I'm not sure there was any contact involved, but yeah, just swung off to the side, nosed the Mercedes into the wall, and has had to recover, no doubt, from last place. So He's doing okay, just to claw back through the field.
So Aztec will be relatively comfortable seeing Josh attacking Craig Stoneley, given that
Sure.
there's a little bit of, I tell you what, there's a bit of margin in there, but what will be concerning for Aztec in 6th is Steve Wilton leading this race with a 32-point swing.
Yeah, with double points.
With double points.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's enough, Farmer, but maybe.
Aztec, yeah, and Aztec would rather be in 5th. You know, like Joshy got him in the pits, and like you're saying, I'm sure he's just rubbing his hands together as he watches
Joshy.
attack the back of Stoneley's car there, as we see now. So, and that will help that bright green Jim's mowing Aston claw back up behind him. Here we go.
That's pretty good.
Oh, a little bit of a flick off the,
pretty
the
good.
old sausage there. Joshy just aired with caution. Didn't give him some space there.
He
Stanley
did.
Struggled off the sausages, and
Yeah.
and Joshy didn't want a bar of it.
No, he got out of that well proper.
He definitely social distanced himself
Yeah.
from the Americans.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome to watch there. As like I said, that's allowed Aztec just to
Range back up a bit.
just that pinch that gap a little bit, but not a lot. But you know, as these guys go at it, it's definitely one space to watch.
Jeffro out there, he's doing it on his own. He has got Damien Jones behind him, but I think he's got enough pace.
So I thought McDonald would have ranged on the back of Jones quicker, but he's just settled into where he is, and
Yeah.
McIndoe, but he's actually pretty well up his clacker with the chrome called Kamara there. So.
He's right there as we see another
And
degree of
they-
track fall out of it. So back to Stoneley and Josh, because this seems to be where it's at the minute.
It does. And Stoneley, Stoneley knows he's racing for positions. He's no need to pull over and give any amount of room for Josh here. He's making that Mercedes extremely wide.
Yep. Yeah, he's had success here this season, and
And just watch the punch of the Merc, especially when he just holds the Porsche up that little bit. When he comes off the end of the corner there, it has got the grunt. Watch the Porsche again, range right up, nearly puts it into the back of the thing.
Yep.
And we get the same song again as they get close through all the twisty stuff, and then again the Merc will just pull away.
Right, so just having a look. So just sort of still staying on that. Farmer's still doing a good enough job. Aaron and Jake still sort of battling out over the second and third on the podium. I think there's definitely Craig Stoneley, Josh Vertiger and Aztec. The battle there is looking pretty good. Jeffro's pretty lonely there. McIndoe's starting to put a bit of serious pressure on.
McIndoe and McDonald battles actually just
Heating up.
starting to heat up there as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know whether
I'll keep one eye on that and one eye on this screen, and then
Yeah,
that
yeah.
screen over there. That's why it looks so weird. But we'll just try and keep an eye on both those battles there, as Josh just struggles with the pace of the Mercedes in the V-dub there. He just has got nothing for it in a straight line.
No, he's pretty handy through the middle of the course, but
He is through the twisty stuff.
Yep.
I just noticed Melling actually is
yeah, I
sorta
did just quickly caught that before you mentioned
starting to move a little bit towards Mudgee.
Yep.
The two green machines here, but yeah.
Crompo's,
still a bit of space behind
Crompo's
them,
catching up to them as
between
well.
Yeah, Crompo is there too, but like I said, just a little bit of space between these guys.
Yep.
Nothing really happening yet, but there is some moving and shaking going on time-wise. So
Yeah, Bear Grylls has just lost the position as well to Nick Davidson, so that's not helping.
which
that
was
little-
inevitable.
Yeah, that battle.
Yeah.
Jozzy out there rocking the purple Peter Eater. KTM. Kenny's out there as well. So we just need to keep our eye pretty peeled at this point of time as we just flick back. Mr. Catch Farmer coming across for his 36th lap here with just under 20 minutes to go. We just need to keep our eye on those towers to make sure that nobody gets to drive through late in this piece, because they will certainly be on their last strikes of track cuts by this time of the night.
Oh, definitely, and we've only got about 20 minutes to run here as Stonley drops into turn 1 again. Always.
Oh, Joshy's sideways.
So sideways from Josh in the V-dub.
Yep.
Just pushing that thing to the limit to keep it on the tail of these big powered cars. Wilton's still out in front, looking so comfortable. So disciplined drive from Wilton tonight.
Yeah.
Exceptionally disciplined drive. Enright and McKellar. Oh, look, that's just, they have been that far apart for about 10 laps.
Yeah, they have really been at it. I don't, even though there's a little, bit of a gap there, I don't think that's done. I feel like maybe one more big push from Jake.
I think he'd be disappointed in himself if he didn't have a crack.
Yeah, come on, Jake. Come on, mate. Go and give it a
how
go.
late does he leave it? What do we got? We got under 20 minutes.
Yep. But I want Aaron's deserve it of a great result. We've seen him on a Tuesday put that car right up the pointy end, and
haven't we what?
Yep. He races bloody well, so he deserves to be up there as well.
Absolutely,
I want to see what these boys' times are, because Farmer's last one was a 54.8. He's just rolled over for a 55.1, plays a 54.8, plays a 55.0. So Aaron Enright, the fast guy out of the top 3 then. What are we looking at, Joshy? Are you still hounding Stonley? Yes, you are, but nothing in a straight line.
No, he's got nothing for it, eh? He'll just keep applying the pressure. We saw it do it at Bathurst with John McDonald. It's and just hoping that they'll make a mistake in front of him, because he'll have them.
Yeah, too right.
Without it, this is all he can do.
Yep. As you see him running through, he's good through the middle of the corner.
It's like a freaking barking chihuahua just jumping around at your heels.
Yes.
Yep. He does it very well. No disrespect, Joshy. You guys, you are awesome to watch. So yeah, he's not going to give up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's right in there on the back at the moment, putting a massive amount of pressure. So we'll just jump on board there with Joshy as he has a big look, lights ablaze, lots of reflections, beautiful shots brought to you here. We thank Zero Vision Motorsport for these angles and shots.
Yes, definitely Zero Vision. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
Right, he's ranging. He's got to get these runs through the mid-corner to be able to stick with this Merc down the straight.
Even when he's tucked under the wing, J-Man, he's just got nothing. Look at this.
He's trying hard.
He's got enough brakes, even from that far back, to put it halfway up the side of the Merc.
Yep.
But that's all he can do. That's it. So yeah, we've seen this throughout the season with Joshy, and it's really great to watch. But we can feel his frustration as he just peppers the back of these guys, like we said, just looking for that mistake.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, both guys have a big smile on their face.
Oh, you know it.
Craig's turned up here this season, and man, he's found a home here. He's had success, but he's also, he's probably had a taste of I guess he has had a taste of the top level here. And it's no easy feat,
and he's getting it right now.
Yep.
Again.
he's racing up the pointy end with Josh, who's a multi-time champ. But these guys, I might add, are still some 12-13 seconds off the lead of this race as he has a big look up the inside.
Both of them looked like they had a bit of a line adjustment there.
Yeah, 100%. Far out. There's just nothing in that. Aztec's got the box seat view on that one.
He has. Yeah, awesome effort, and yeah, great work from Stanley. Yeah, but good camaraderie between all these boys. Heaps of respect on track, and like once you're in and you start racing with these boys, like everybody is more than happy to help.
Yep.
And like I said, great respect on track, and that's why these guys can race this close.
Oh yes, he's ranging up mid-corner.
He actually got a pretty good run there, but again, like I was saying earlier, even tucked onto the wing of the Merc, it has nothing.
No. I was going to say, where's that Kenny Simpson car? I knew it was in there somewhere. So as they roll up round the right-hander heading for the final chicane, we are still stuck on this battle for 4th and 5th with Craig Stoneley and Josh Vediger. Kenny just sidestepping there, let the boys go through. He'll give Aztec plenty of real estate as well, because Aztec's just off the back of this in P6. So
he is.
Thank you very much, Kenneth.
I just noticed that McIndoe's actually just slipped his way past McDonald there.
How long ago did that happen? Did we get a replay or?
Oh, I doubt. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're still well in touch, and I'm sure John, like I said, ever the racer, will still want that position back.
McIndoe wants that because he was one of the guys that, he was P7. If he can do a good enough job, Steve-O was only 2 points ahead of him in the championship for 6th.
That's right.
And Luke Crompton was only 6 points ahead of him in the championship for 5th. So given the fact that Luke Crompton is in 13th.
Oh, he's way down here at 13th.
Yeah, this could be big things. This could be a top 5 drive for Nick McIndoe this week. And deservedly so, because the guy's built throughout the season. We mentioned about his pit stops earlier on. He cleaned that up.
Oh, yeah,
he's had good car pace. The Camaro boys really put the effort in this season, and
they did, and they struggled a lot for pace early in the season. So there was chances there where they could have done a lot better, but they've definitely risen to the challenge towards the end of the season.
Josh,
and it's showing in those points, J-Man. I mean, that's what we're looking at here, and what we're talking about.
Josh is going to have a look down the inside on the brakes. No, he sweeps to the outside, looking for another switchback. Can he get the switchback happening? He's tried multiple times.
Then, look, J-Man, and if he gets in front of him, can he hold that thing out?
I don't think he can. Not on the front straight, unless he can balk him mid-corner.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, a bit of wiggle there from Stoneley.
Wiggle from both.
Yeah, so plenty going on here. Aztec will be rubbing his hands together, hoping for a little bit of hip and shoulder.
Look, it doesn't get much closer than that. He's nearly hooked the bloody bars together. The toe hooks are nearly cooked.
He'd be thinking, just take the wing off. Get rid of it.
Get it. But here, what's this under brake?
Heavy beat.
He's closer than he has been.
Heavy mighty down here. No.
That is so frustrating to watch. And awesome at the same time.
Oh, 100%. Stoneley will be relishing the battle. This is what you turn up on a Thursday night to race for.
This is right, and worthy of a finale here tonight. Round 10, final race for the GT4.
Inside, outside, lots of faking going on. Can he fake him into running deep? Looks up this inside line again. As he does, puts the car really, really tight here. He wants to let the car float out wide here to take the inside. No. Just fakes the nose a little bit.
He'll be having a ball. These boys, I think Stanley might be sweating a little bit. I'm sure Josh is having a ball here. He knows. He knows he hasn't got anything for it, but it's still...
I tell you what, we've just seen on the telemetry, Luke Crompton has been given a drive-through penalty, so I can tell you now,
he has too.
That is looking good for Nick McIndoe in the championship to move that one more place up.
Excellent, J-Man. You picked that up. We only just touched on that a few minutes ago. So, yeah, unfortunate for Luke there.
Yep.
That will clearly be due to corner cutting issues.
Yep.
Crompo really not having a good night tonight. He's had internet dramas. Maybe he's got an internet issue. But, yeah, tough luck there. But McIndoe, like we said, that was a close little battle there. That's going to put him up there, and he's going to have a bit of a comfy gap there. So if he keeps his nose clean now, yeah, looking for a good finish at the for the series.
Top
10 for the race.
I'm sort of, viewers, you know, if you're trying to pick up what I'm doing, I was just having a little look around, but I'm struggling to stay away for longer than a half a lap from Josh Vediger and Craig Stonley. And you know, this is what happens when you get somebody engaged in a battle, and we want to bring you the action. And you know, these guys are providing plenty of it, and it's quality. It's nothing short of absolute quality driving. When these guys are going as fast as they are, you know, running in the 55-second bracket, and they're going inside, outside, you know.
And obviously that's what we're trying to deliver. The camera wants to go where the action is.
This
is where the action is. The boys have been going hard at it for more than 10 laps. It's awesome to watch. A lot of the other boys just settled into their race.
Oh, he's beautiful under brakes.
See Luke.
Oh, he's looking down the inside.
He's having a look.
He's having a big look. Not quite.
Oh, doubles back.
I tell you what.
Notice Crompton rolling through the pits, and he looks like he's warming his tyres. So maybe he's got a hardware issue, maybe a wheel issue or something that he's not happy with.
As he clears that drive-through.
But unfortunate again.
Oh, Craig Stonley in the wall. Let's get a 10-second on that. We've got to readdress. Oh, we've just caught it. So it was Joshua's turned him.
That's up at 9.
Oh,
Josh
that is huge.
has pulled the VW up straight away.
We'll just catch another replay on that. We'll just go back for a 30-second, see if we can get the whole incident as they come down to the right-hander. Josh has just miscued that mid-corner speed, tagged him. He's got a tank slamper and fenced it.
You know what it looked like happened there? It looks like Stonley just rode up on the inside ripple step and probably had to back out of it a little bit.
Yep.
And Joshy just got caught up underneath his bumper bar there. That's unfortunate, actually. That's through no fault of either of them.
That's a shame.
That's,
What has that done? That has left Jeff Burst and Damien Jones through.
Yeah, so back in 7th for Stonley, is it? Yes, that looks like it's...
It is P7.
Yeah.
It is P7.
So with Damien Jones in 6th, Jeff Burst up to 5th, Aztec up to 4th. Oh, mate. We knew we had to watch that. That was so close.
And John McDonald's still in 10th. That's it's going to be a little alarming for a championship. I don't think it's going to be enough from Aztec, but
I think he's crunched the numbers. And I don't think he's stressed at all. All he's got to do is bring that thing home. I don't think there's any pressure at all. He hasn't really had a battle with anybody tonight.
No. I did pick up on the fact that I think Jarks was actually approaching. He's actually starting to make inroads into Jeff
Burst territory.
Yep.
Well, that and flashing the lights in the process, I noticed.
Beautiful camera angles that these guys at Catalunya bring into us tonight. Yeah. Pardon me, excuse me.
So, look, Damien can catch Jeff Burst all he likes with only about, what have we got, 6 minutes to go, is that right?
It is 6.5 minutes to go, Davo. You're right there.
But doubts I would see that BMW go past that orange Aston Martin. So what an awesome finish. Damien's had actually an excellent race tonight.
He has.
With a little bit of off, just going around the incident in front of him just a little earlier.
Yep.
Still was in a great position, in 8th position.
Yeah, 100%.
So, top work from Damien, but hasn't it been a cracker?
Just, like it's what we've come to expect now here at Asrnz. These races, 90 minutes, they feel like a big sprint race now because these guys go at it. I sort of mentioned at the start they're probably just feeling it out with heavy fuel tanks and stuff, but it certainly amps up within the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They get into it and they just take it, and it just ramps up right down to the dying minutes. We've seen these Enduros go down to point nothings at the end. So don't go away. Stay with us because these things just heat up at the end as we see that margin up to the front shrink a little bit up to Farmer. So Aaron Enright on a charge.
Aaron and not giving up.
No.
again, you know, like some have less to lose than others. These boys really are sort of down the championship a little bit, and you know, like they're quite happy to go hard.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, no prisoners.
They're not racing for top 3 positions. So,
Yep.
yeah, but everybody wants a good finish. We see just quickly there, was that the pit window closing, J-Man?
Yes, it was. That is it.
Yep,
She's all she wrote.
So, yeah, quick run to the end here with the 5 odd minutes to go.
Yep. So
Farmer with a super disciplined race tonight. Thankfully, he's doing so well. Aaron Enright, not that far behind him, but McKellar, as we get into the really late stages
oh,
here.
McIndoe all over Joshua.
McKellar right up behind Enright, and you're watching...
No, I'm back with you,
Joshua.
but McIndoe is attacking Joshua, so we might just go back then to see how that works out. So I don't know whether Joshua suffered a little bit of front aero damage there, but certainly McIndoe was all over him in the mid part of that lap. There's a bit of gap now, but so we'll just go back up the road with Jake McKellar, and I'll keep my eye on that margin back down there with
Nick. A little hard to watch what's going on here, peeps. There's a few boys here battling it out towards the end here, and yeah, just again, it's like we've touched on already tonight, the level, the quality of racing here. These boys don't muck around, they know each other, they got to talk to each other every day. The discipline, the respect, that's why this stuff is so good. This is why these fields are so tight and so big. Awesome to watch again as we wind down for 2020.
Mate, you know, we're nearly 90 minutes in, and the front 3 are separated by 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, just about throw a blanket over these boys, or at least a big tarp.
It's a fantastic effort.
Yeah, and no holding back. We were rattling off some of the times these boys were doing earlier in the mid to high 54s.
Oh, Jux has got Jeffro.
Jux has got Jeffro. Really?
He has.
So, surely...
We missed it. I've gone back and it was already done.
Jeff must have come off.
He was ranging up, so there could have been a mistake there. So, we don't see a lot of mistakes from Jeffro.
So, we'll see if Damien...
Oh, huge sparks out the back of the Aston Martin on the replay. So that was...
See if Damien redresses here as he comes onto the start-finish straight.
No.
But if not, I would say it was a mistake from...
Jeffro, I'd say so.
Yeah. So Burst chases down Damien.
Aaron Enright is off after the race leader.
These guys have been inseparable for like more than half the race.
Man.
There was a quick sabbatical in the pit stops.
Yeah.
But they pretty well came out and just picked up where they left off and have run. Look, we've literally been able to see these 3 guys in camera shot, in the same camera shot all night nearly. So fantastic to watch.
What do we got? Bear Grylls in P17, Gunther in P13. So that battle for the Pro-Am Championship is probably going to go the way of Gunther Rowe provisionally.
That show's over. That's right.
Nick Davison, I think we all know he's comfortably going to take out the AM Championship. It was probably all she wrote coming into this one. And at this point, John McDonald currently in P10. Aztec in P4. I'm no mathematician, but I'm leaning towards provisionally that is a done deal as well. So if he has done that...
I agree, and no mathematician here either. I'm not going to get my calculator out for it. I'd say this will be Wilton coming across the line for his final lap as with Enright in tow.
So we will give these boys their honours. We'll give the front 3 their honours.
Round 10 people here at Catalunya final round, GT4.
Yep, so as it plays out, it will be 14 races and 9 different, is it? Yeah, 9 different race winners should Farmer take this one out. So
that's exactly right. So what a great stat when you talk about even and close racing,
As we see the track lights just come on.
14 races, people, 9 different winners.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
So
This stuff.
visually, 7:21 p.m. on the final lap, Farmer.
The track lights come on. The cars look fantastic.
Oh, look, just amazing. Props to Kunos and all the guys that work on this game and everybody that does what they do for us to be able to come out here and race this platform. The game just had an update tonight, so some new content coming. Pretty excited. Heading into an off season. So lots of fun stuff. Davo and J-Man will be around. We're always around. Obviously, the Match Fit podcast, podcast number 4,
we'll be around.
Coming your way on Sunday. So we'll be going live with that as we watch Farmer just rounding up. And I tell you what, it's not all said and done as Jake McKellar rounds right up on the back of Aaron Enright with 3 corners to go.
He still wants to have a crack right to the end there, as you'd expect.
He's not giving this thing away.
And good to see the Camaro boys so close. And look, 2nd and 3rd here tonight in the final race. Had a tough entry to the season, but really come strong throughout.
Farmer for the victory. Aaron Enright for 2nd and Jake McKellar for 3rd. Brilliant.
Well done, boys. Great race. Very tidy, very consistent. Good work from all the boys there. Pretty well said and done and won. I really in the pits and in, I think that big stop by Enright down on McKellar in turn 1.
That was a tidy piece of driving.
And look,
who's that chasing across the line? That's Jeff Burse chasing Damien Jones. And Damien gets it. Damien gets the job done over Jeff Burse. As we see somebody else going hard at it, would look like it was maybe Josh Vittiger.
Stonley.
No, okay. Steve Melling rounding out. So John McDonald,
awesome
he comes
work
across
there,
in 10th. That would be provisionally, I think, your championship winner for the pro class. Stephen Melling just coming through there in P11. Mudgee, great drive in 12th. So Steve-O getting that job done at 1.2. So just want to pay homage to Steve-O there for getting that job done over Mark Mudgway in the Mercedes, because we did talk about that earlier.
Done.
And
follow them for a little while.
Just
so
got
well done, Stephen.
Gunther coming across the line in P13, and I believe that's enough to wrap up the Pro-Am Championship provisionally. Obviously, all these results are provisional, viewers, so well done to Gunther there, our first ever interviewee in the Matchfit podcast a couple of weeks ago. So good work to him. As we see Luke Crompton with a great recovery coming home for P14. It'll be interesting to see how they point shake out. He did have a drive through that race as well. Troy Wilson, Ashley Vertiger, he had a drive through as well.
He had a drive through as well, yep.
Big Rules actually gets one back on Nick Davison. So
does he?
Yeah, he got that job done. Nick Davison, he will be undoubtedly your AM.
He'll still win anyway. So
your AM winner for the season. So props to him.
Yeah. Golf claps all around for Nick Davison. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, and Mark Joscote, he's out there, and he will be our final runner for the night. Oh no, Ken Simpson will. Sorry, Jozzy got Ken. So, good work to those boys as they're all getting a bit loose out there.
Doing a bit of circle work there.
Yep, end of the year.
End of the year, beat the cars up, whip the tyres to bits. That's how we roll. Again, look, thank you Superior Joint Sealing for sponsoring the Asrnz GT4 Challenge Series, GoBro Racing, Hypercube, Web Design and Online Marketing, Outdoor Effects, Spark Cleaning and Talpo, McIndoe Constructions, Zero Vision Motorsport, particularly New Look Painting, Zero Vision Motorsport. Again, thank you very much. Without them, we would not be here, we would not be on air. You know, some of you guys would probably wish that wouldn't be happening because then you wouldn't have to listen to us. But most of you do, so...
Thank you. As we just welcome down our 3rd place position for the night, Jake McKellar.
Awesome.
Jake, hell of a battle on there tonight, mate.
Yeah, the whole 90 minutes, eh? So,
mate,
definitely in need of a cold one now.
Tell me that's not what you sign up for on a Thursday night, regardless of whether it's 1st, 2nd or 3rd, mate. You've Man, you guys
Awesome
were just
race.
at it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely an honour to be up there and battling with those guys. Man, take my hat off to them, eh? Just
Yeah.
pretty faultless.
Well, you're a part of the club, mate. You're obviously a well and truly a part of the Asrnz family, but certainly a part of that that elite circle up the front there that can go at it. And this, you know, even you just showed tonight, you go at it for 90. You know, that pack separated at the line by sort of 1.8 seconds is a testament to the three of you and the pace that you guys drove and the accuracy. So
And the quality, that's it, mate.
just
well
amazing.
done.
Obviously, I met you when you came here, and I've watched your sim racing progress throughout this last couple of years, man. And yeah, pretty impressive, man. Take a bow. Really happy for you, dude. Well done on the third position. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out in retrospect to where you shuffle out in the championship there, because you guys certainly beat some big hitters there tonight, so there's a little bit more to play for yet as far as how those provisional results shake out. So well done, enjoy it, grab a coldie on your way up, mate, and we'll talk to you in a bit.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys. Thanks
Awesome,
heaps.
See you, mate.
Right, so we just take him up there, and I believe we've got Aaron Enright, so we shall grab Aaron and bring
Mr. Enright,
him down as we just bring Aaron Enright down into the booth.
second position getter.
Second position, mate.
Hey?
Tell me that's not what you turn up on a Thursday night to do.
Oh, jeez.
Epic, mate.
She's been a while coming, but I loved every second of that.
You were so deserving of that result, mate. Honestly, the probably the best move of the night. The move down into turn one, I think. Hey, Davo?
Oh yeah, after Farmer went in, you just grabbed it.
A bit cheeky, but you got to grab it when you can, eh?
Oh yeah, and we just talked about it as you guys were coming across the line. That I think that put you held that second position. That was the winner, mate. So,
I think
well
that
done.
was the ticket. You did it. You made your pit stop the very next lap. I think you had a plan.
Yep.
Man, just a stellar drive, Aaron. You know, like I said to Jake, you know, you're a part of that elite circle that can run up the front and do it for 90 minutes accurately. You know, like you know, that was all earned. That wasn't given. You had to go out and earn it. So well done. Props to you.
Can fully appreciate it now. Like having Farmer there and Jake there. That was 90 minutes of knackerizing action. That was fun.
And no mistakes. You know, like pretty well. It's just
the other two drove well. There was just nothing in it. I was looking at the lap times ticking over, and there was nothing.
Yep. No, hey, well done. Enjoy it. Grab a cold crafty on your way out, mate. And,
I will. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good to get to talk to you.
Yeah, no, mate. It's bloody
well
awesome
done,
to have
mate.
you down here, mate. It's bloody awesome. So, don't be a stranger. Make it happen again next season.
Next year, yes.
Bloody oath. We'll give it a go.
All right, mate.
Okay,
Right,
mate.
thanks,
Talk
guys.
soon.
See you, mate.
All right, so we shall just put Aaron back up there. Cometh the man. Who's this guy?
Farmer, the man
Yes.
they couldn't root, shoot, or electrocute.
The man they couldn't root, shoot, or electrocute. I like it. As we welcome him down. Fucking hell. Oh, hey, mate. Jesus.
Woo.
How's that?
Felt cool. That felt cool, mate, to win the final like that. Yeah,
Mate.
Oh,
yeah,
mate.
enjoyable, mate. Yeah.
Very, very disciplined race.
Oh,
there,
seriously.
Steve.
It was, mate.
Hey,
It
you
was,
were-
yeah.
You were behaving really well. So- and it
Yeah,
showed
I made a
your
little error
times.
going past Kenny, I think, but yeah, full concentration for that.
Yeah,
Like,
Keep watching
It
the
showed.
timer. Keep watching the timer.
yeah.
well, I hope you get a chance to watch that back, mate, because you'll see that obviously the back end, you know, or certain portions through the race here, the camera's on you and just so accurate and, you know, so much pressure as well. You know, like you had a lot of pressure from those Camaros at different times. And, you know, like
Yes.
you guys
Yes.
that, you know, I mentioned to the previous two podium getters as well, you know, like that's the real deal. You know, you go 90 minutes here at that level and finish a 90-minute race. You know, the front three were covered by 1.8 seconds. That's a fantastic effort, mate, by all of you guys. But especially yourself to make the top step, the final one, take it out. I believe it has massive implications to how the championship finishes out. You know, we read out the points at the start of this one.
Yes, it does put me on the podium for the championship. So that's
It does. We
it does,
we don't
yeah.
know whether it's third or whether it's second. We're not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So we're not going to sort of get too far ahead of ourselves. But we know you're
Yeah.
there and well earned, mate. A great season. Obviously,
Absolutely. Mate.
obviously your teammates there too. So the sister cars up there as well. By the look of it, I think provisionally, I think JB's done enough to take this thing out.
Yes. Yeah, no, excellent season. Went way better than I thought it was.
Particularly on the late car change too.
Particularly
for you
on
guys,
the late,
wasn't it?
yeah, that's right, the late
It's
car
like,
change.
12 hours, just like,
yes.
oh, no, we're going to drive something else.
So there's hope for us yet, Davo. If we come out of this combox one day, if we ever get out of here, we may be able to go all right.
Yeah, you never know, eh?
You don't.
Yes, it was. It was
crossed.
great to jump out of that comms box and actually have some pace sort of off the bat too. So
yeah,
I was I had my fingers crossed on that.
yeah. No, we know your pedigree, mate. With those of us who know where you've been and what you've done. So, top effort, mate. Really proud of you. Just such a fantastic race too, because it was one of those ones that you had to earn, and you did earn it. So.
Yeah, well done, buddy.
Well done, bro. Grab a beer on your
guys.
way out, and we'll get to talk to you soon off air. So appreciate all the entertainment this season, Farmer.
Yeah,
Definitely.
thanks, mate. Look, just cheers to all the boys that put us together, mate. The admin, the race controls, the Aztecs, and obviously you two larrikins for doing the comms for us, mate. Great stuff, really enjoy it. Thanks, guys. Great community, and it's good to be a part of it. So
yeah, well said, Farmer.
Good on you.
Well
good
said,
on you, mate.
Thanks, bud.
boys.
All right, talk soon.
See ya.
Yeah, mate.
Okay.
All right,
So we're gonna have to get John. Is it that Mr. McDonald down here, over here?
So we will grab him. We'll grab him down here, and we'll welcome John McDonald to the booth. You got ears on, John, or are you away?
Yep. No, we're here.
I think we've got some champagne here. It is provisional champagne because we're not sure how everything's played.
Champagne.
Yeah. It's a special. It's a special blend.
It's a bit...
Pardon me. You can still pop the cork, mate.
I was going to say it sounds a bit burp like that. It sounds like half empty. With all the other guys been through too.
Yeah.
Surprised there's any left.
Yeah, there's a bit of Prosecco being flown here, mate. But we're celebrating for you. But hey, look, well done. I believe that was enough to wrap this championship up. Provisionally, I haven't kind of looked at the finals tallies, but I think from my calculations, it is enough. Can you shed a little light? Did you know how much you had to do given Aztec's position?
I think I needed to finish around 10th or thereabouts, which I did.
And that was based on
him potentially winning it.
Yep.
So I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
But there or thereabouts. I needed to stay within 10 positions of him, which I have.
Yeah.
I think I'm within
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
So yeah. The car never
Well done,
didn't hook up. So just drove it gingerly and tried to enjoy it for what it was. And
well, congratulations, mate. We know that we've seen time and time again. I believe this is your 5th title that you've taken at Asrnz. You've got supercar titles. You got a GT3 title. You've got a Mustang title. You've now got the inaugural GT4 Superior Joint Selling Championship title
Under
here.
your belt, yes.
That one will go down in the history books. It will get marked off. It'll go in the Hall of Fame. There's only one name that can go on there first, and it's yours. So well done, mate. It's what we've come to not expect from you, but what we've come to know anyway. So.
Definitely.
Massive respect, mate. You're a standout performer, and looking forward to what the future brings for John McDonald.
For sure. Yeah, well done, John.
yeah, thanks. Those are pretty kind words. And when you rattle off stats like that, it's amazing. But there's a lot of other guys out there that are super quick.
Yep.
Not Josh. He's, I believe, got 4 or 5 titles himself too with the GT3s.
That's right. Yep.
And when on reflection of this one, I think we must have 11 different winners through this GT4 category. So it was something like that.
9 and 14. So nine winners and 14 races. Yep.
So it's amazing that all these cars, they shine differently at different tracks. The drivers gel to different tracks differently, and it's really great for the community. and
and the
sim
championships
racing
themselves.
as
Yeah.
well. But yeah,
Yep.
no, they are tough to tick off. But it just goes to show you just got to be tipping away most of the time. So
That's it,
That's
mate.
it.
Yep.
yeah,
Well done. Right, well,
Good on you,
grab that
Uh,
bottle, and
yeah.
you know,
Also, congratulations to Aztec too.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
Yep.
my teammate Farmer took that one too, so he
Yeah.
might have slipped into third maybe.
I believe so.
so,
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
Yeah, so congrats to those two guys for their championship too, because I know it's tough to do the 10-week series and
100%.
is.
100%. Well,
Yeah.
grab a crafty. We'll come up and have a talk to you off here in a minute. But bask and celebrate in the moment, mate, because you've done a great job. And yeah, appreciate all the entertainment you provided. And we'll talk to you in a minute.
Definitely.
All right.
Okay, mate.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thanks, Sean. See you, mate. So I
We'll
suppose we
grab
should get
Aztec down
Yep.
as we grab the Grandmaster. Aztec, have you got your comms on?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, bro. Awesome drive. We're going to take this opportunity to congratulate you provisionally, as everything at this point, even with the other members
Yes.
on the podium, are provisional. But congratulations on a second place in the championship provisionally.
Yep.
Yes.
We do believe you have done enough. And it was a really calculated drive, really, really good drive. We actually thought at times, mate, tonight you had the box seat for some of the shit going on in front of you.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I did. I was
Uh,
waiting for it to happen.
Oh, yeah, we
But-
could see you rubbing your hands together
Yeah.
there, but
but just a really good season. I can't give you the exact number right now. We may cover it off in our Match Fit podcast. But somebody early in the week alluded me to you were the only driver in the series that had made it inside. It was either the top 5 or the top 10 every race here this season. The 14 races.
Top
Yeah.
10.
Is it top
Yeah.
10? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's a really cool stat because it just shows consistency. It shows discipline and all the things we've come to know from you as a driver. So congratulations on the second.
Thank you.
And I
Yeah.
want to take the opportunity. We've sort of had a couple of things tonight going through. I want to just take the opportunity to thank you personally for all that you do for
Yes.
Davo and Gentleman in respect of everything we do media-wise, because we can't do it without you.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
you know it's all right.
Yeah, and you know I mean that. It's
Yeah,
not
I
just
know.
words. I absolutely mean it.
Oh, absolutely. We're just a couple of monkeys with microphones, so yeah.
Appreciate
yes, without you, man.
But
we're
really
nothing,
enjoy
so.
your bloody success tonight, mate, because you earned
Yep.
it. It's a 10-week series. It's a long time.
It is.
You're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and racing. So
It seems like 10 rounds is really long now.
yeah,
It seems like 10 months, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm
Sometimes.
I'm calling. If I come back and have a drive, I want it to be 7 or 8.
Yeah, 8, maybe 6.
Eight.
Yeah, but
That's 6.
Yeah.
Really?
It's that tiring, Paps. You get out here. You get out here on the fucking track.
No. It's okay.
But no, hey, look, you enjoy it, mate. We'll talk to you off here in a
Yeah.
minute, and
Alright.
you've done a fantastic job all season, mate, and congratulations to you.
Right, cheers, mate.
Yeah, well done, buddy.
Thanks.
Well, Davo, that's a wrap, mate. That is 10 weeks of the stuff, and
Of awesomeness.
yeah, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much to the viewers for supporting us along the way. We hope you enjoy it, and if you don't like listening to us, just turn us down and watch because it's a hell of a show.
Yeah.
But hey, look, back to you, Dave. I've really enjoyed calling this one with you, mate. Obviously, we're a couple of few years into this now.
Yep.
It's an enjoyable thing for us to do. We love to bring it to the boys, the Asrnz, and to anybody else
We
that wants
do.
to enjoy it. But
And anybody else that will listen, that's right. Yeah.
it's just a hell of a lot of fun for us to go out and watch these
It
boys
is.
go at it. Given that we're both old sim racers from way back, so
Yeah. Yep. And obviously, when you're watching sort of this level of competition too, you've always got something to talk about too. So it comes easily, naturally, and both more than enjoy it. So there'll be more to come. 2021.
2021. Watch the
Different year.
space. Yeah.
Watch this space. A little bit more of Match Fit. If you haven't caught up with us, check us out on Twitch and on Facebook, Match Fit Podcast, where we just sort of break down the season and the racing that's going on in Asrnz. Well, that's pretty well it for the year, isn't it, J-Man? We might have a few little fun races before Chrissy, but
Yeah, keep your notifications turned on because
Yep.
there may be some stuff that that pops up every now and then.
For sure.
In respect of what the boys might be doing in the off season. So, and some of it will be pretty entertaining. I know there's whispers of one make series and
We
different
love
things
that.
going around. I know the boys are really keen to get out there and do some rally after some of us attended the Jacks Ridge Rally in the weekend. So
Yeah,
we may
awesome
twitch a
event.
bit of that stuff too, boys. So we'll just
Yeah.
watch that space and see how we go. So thank you very much, Davo, for a really cool season, mate. And I'm going to
Yes,
sign off.
thank you. Yes, absolutely. We're going to sign off. See you, viewers. Catch us later this year or next year, 2021.
Awesome.